All right, I have something life-changing for you guys on this video. I believe this is video, I don't know, in the series. Maybe it's number 4 or 5 in the series, but this one I really want to spend a little bit of time on this video because this is the video, especially if you guys are in high ticket sales. Oh man. I don't know if you guys are going to be ready for this one, but I'm going to share it anyways. So, how do we get those big ticket clients? How do we get those big ticket collaborations? You know, the hardest thing in business for me, one of my questions over and over from my mentor was, man, I'm a nobody. So like when I reach out to these people that I'm trying to get in the room with, I'm a nobody. How the hell am I supposed to get in the right rooms? How am I supposed to collaborate with that luxury architect or that designer? How am I supposed to collaborate with that online coach, right? Well, there's an answer. For one, even if you're not big at all, but you have a social media presence, holy smokes. Guys, if you guys are doing the 5 daily non-negotiables, like I mentioned in the other video that I'm just going to be relentless on, if you're putting out the daily content, right? The 1 reel and the 3 stories, like I said, why? There's a reason behind it. When you do reach out to people, guess what? When you're not at the caliber of the big dogs, there's only one way to get their attention, and it's to offer them something. So if you guys want to know the secret, this is what the big dogs have been doing. This is what the big dogs did to get in the room of the people that were above them. So we've all heard the saying of, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, right? You want to be the stupidest person in the room. Have you guys ever heard that? You're not going to learn if you're can only learn from yourself in the room, right? So, but how do we get to that next level, right? You have nothing to offer these people, right? You're learning from them. So why would they want me in their schedule? Like, what do I have to offer? You do have something to offer them. You can take them out for a pretty killer dinner. Like, you can just hang in there with me, okay? I know we're all different, have all different financial backgrounds, but think about if you guys budgeted and you took out all the junk crap, you took out all the coffees, right? You ate clean, you went grocery shopping once or twice a week, you lived off of chicken and rice and broccoli and protein shakes, right? Doing what you guys should be doing. And this is what you're going to do. This is the secret. And I'm making it doable for every single one of you guys following. Doesn't matter if you're a brokey. Doesn't matter if you're whatever excuse you're going to come up with. You're only doing this every 2 months. Okay? Now, can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys. You are going to create your own private circle. Okay? Because ultimately, we want to create our own culture, and we're watching these people on YouTube, we're seeing these people on Instagram all the time, and it's like, man, everybody wants to follow them, everybody wants to be like them, everybody wants to be in their group, everybody wants to go to their event. A lot of jealousy, and I don't understand. It's like, guys, you guys don't need to get in their circles. You can create your own circles, and this is how you do it. You are going to host a very nice dinner every 2 months. This is how it's going to go, because I'm all about quickness and speed and structure. 4 weeks before the event, you can use Eventbrite. You can just send out cold emails. You can use ChatGPT to formulate a really nice script. And you're going to say, I'm hosting a private dinner for people that I respect in the industry. And you came to mind. and I have 6 people attending, and this is the date, and this is where it is. I would love for you to attend. We're not going to talk about any business. You guys are not going to be there to sell yourself at all. And then we will eventually do another video on why cold outreach freaking sucks. You have to play the long game. And I know it's tough for people that are just starting a business, but if you guys do everything that I'm teaching, you will get there the fastest way possible. And guess what you're going to do? Who's going to turn down a really nice, like $200 a plate, $300 a plate dinner with like other big ticket industry people? Now you can do another thing. You can already get one person in there and say, so-and-so will be there. Okay. Or you can leave it up to curiosity. There's going to be other big ticket professionals joining for the dinner. And all we're doing, we're just going to have fun and a good time and laugh. That's all we're doing. And guess what? You're going to send out maybe 20, 30, 40 of these emails or DMs. And it's first come, first serve basis because we're keeping it small, right? Or you could start with just send 6 and then, right? See who attends. Maybe you only have one person attending. Maybe you have none. Well, guess what? Nobody needs to know you're doing that dinner. You just put out more for 4 weeks in advance, right? And then you can always put in there too, like confirmation needs to happen within a week. And then if you had nothing in a week, you can send reminders, do a couple follow-ups. So that is how we do it. We don't spend money on ads, right? For the big ticket people, they're not going to hire you from an ad. They're going to see your social media. They're going to see your discipline and your consistency. This person's posting every day. They're going to be following your stories. Hey, very interesting. He rides a motorcycle. He works out. He does a Rubik's Cube. He has a dog. He has a cute cat, right? He goes to church. Like, doesn't matter. You're going to connect with somebody by doing this. And then believe me, guys, yes, if maybe you're dropping $1,000 on a dinner or $2,000 on a dinner or $5,000 on a dinner, but guess what? Over that 2 hours, there's a lot of structure to this too, right? Dinner starts at 7, attendee 6:30, right? We want to be served by 7. You want to be out of there no later than 9:15 at the latest. You want to keep it professional. You want to give them enough time to get off work, close out the day, but you don't want to have it too late to feel like it's a weekend thing. And usually Wednesdays and Thursdays are safest, right? Because they're the middle of the week. Thursdays are very good energy because people start getting really excited for the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Thursdays, I mean, back in the day, we used to call it Thursdays for a reason. Thursdays are like your second Friday. So just some 2 cents there. I know I'm throwing a lot of kind of gold your guys' way, but believe me, if I started from scratch, I would have absolutely gotten obsessed with the 5 daily non-negotiables. I would get obsessed with posting 1 reel a day and 3, right? Just doing all the 5 daily non-negotiables. And then I would immediately get on the private dinner circles. You can brand it however you want, but you want to make it exclusive, right? And the whole purpose of it is that you can offer 1% referral fee or 2%. You never want to show up empty-handed. So the great thing about the dinner is that you're getting somebody's attention that doesn't know who you are. And why would they want it? Who would turn down, like in 4 weeks from now on a Wednesday night, who would turn down like a $200 a plate dinner with like-minded people in the industry, right? And you want to invite people that will benefit off of each other, right? So if you're in the fitness industry, maybe you have you're inviting, and this is very important. You do not want, if you're the only person in your niche, you do not want to be the only person in your niche. And you might be thinking, well, yeah, I don't want anybody else to take my work. Who cares? That's not the point. The point is people are choosing you off of you. So it takes the pressure down. So, I mean, I'll give you guys an example. If I'm a home builder, okay, this is a very easy example. I'm going to invite 2 architects, 2 luxury architects, 2 luxury interior designers, 1 other builder, and myself. And there's some weird psychology behind this. I don't know why it is, but you want to find a high-end restaurant that has a private room, okay? Not where it's all noisy and busy. You want it to be intimate. Find a restaurant that has private room, custom serve, right? So you can send out the menus in advance, what's going to be expected. You want the table to be long, rectangle, or oval. Okay, you don't want a round circle. That's too like business networky, right? You get that at a lot of kind of events. You don't want that. You want it to be intimate. And you never want to sit at the head of the table or in the middle. You want to sit just off to the middle of the table. You don't want to be like, hey guys, this is all about me. Okay, so there's a lot there. There's a lot of strategy there, but you just want to be humble. You don't want to be like, hey guys, I'm so-and-so. This is my business. Welcome to tonight. Quick little introduction. Guys, I'm so happy you guys can make it. The whole purpose of tonight is to have drinks, is to eat great food, and just to laugh. So like, let's get rocking and rolling. Shut your freaking mouth. That's it. Guess what? Conversation will just happen organically. And if people ask you about your business, then you can talk about it. It's really that simple. Okay? So this video was, there's like, man, there's a lot of power in this video if you guys actually apply it. It can be very scary, but unfortunately, you guys see yourselves as this. We all do. We struggle. A lot of us are depressed and we're sad and we have anxiety because we close our eyes, we're in the shower, and we can visualize ourselves at our best. But we're struggling to get there, and it causes a lot of depression and anxiety. But you guys need to see that, like, yeah, there's one way to get there. And you'll have a lot more confidence in yourself if you guys start with the 5 daily non-negotiables. Go rewatch my 5 daily non-negotiable video. If you have no confidence now and you're like, there's no way in hell I'm hosting a private dinner with people I don't know. Well, what's going to get you to that comfort level is if you start trusting in yourself. And if you start trusting in yourself, it's probably because you're doing what you're saying you're going to do. And that starts with the 5 daily non-negotiables. Okay? I'm out.